Hello, I'm Tom. Diane Morgan, ladies and gentlemen, is here.
Hello.
Sean Carnegie is here.
Less of a reaction, but that's fine.
It was a bit.
That's fine. I can handle it.
I don't know. It was tremendous warm.
Please, thank you.
So, guys, you worked together with Radiocentre to make an ad campaign. Shall we hear it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Here we go.
Everyone knows the best way to make yourself understood is to say everything in English, but louder.
4 beers, please, garçon!
Just like when you amplify your advertising with radio. 40 million listeners every week get the message. See radio differently at radiocentre.org.
There you go. Very nice. And you played the music at the end, yeah? Is that?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So, Sean, tell us a little bit about what you were aiming to do with this ad.
So we were briefed to bring the whole advertising amplified to life on the radio. And I suppose we were kind of mindful that most of the listeners were not industry folk, so we wanted it to appeal to a wider audience than just us people in this room. So we decided on a humorous reflection on different slices of life, where those slices of life have sound and voice as an integral part to it, such as speaking loudly when abroad on holiday, or you didn't play the other commercial, which I was hoping you were going to do.
Oh, sorry.
Whoever's responsible for that, shouting at football matches to let the audience know that you're not happy with their performance. So once we decided on that, it was quite a fertile ground for some nice ideas, some of which didn't make it off the chopping block. Where the marketing team? Maybe that's for the next campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Diane, how happy were you to be involved in this?
Oh, I was ecstatic.
Good, yeah. Okay, great. So how long was the session? How long were you in there for? Did you get to play around much, or was it just do the script and get out? How was it?
I can't remember, what was it? 2 hours?
An hour, so yeah. Yeah, Diane wasn't like most celebs, comedians that we've had in the studio. You were friendly.
Why? What are they like?
Well, they're surly, miserable, just want to go into the studio. No fun, Diane.
Oh, was I fun?
Yeah, you were. But the highlight was Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Bob the dog, yeah.
Tell us about Bob. Don't just say Bob the dog and have a little in-joke.
Well,
tell us about Bob the dog.
Well, he stole the show. He's a very friendly character.
I should have brought him today.
Yeah.
It's all people want to see, isn't it? A dog.
That's all we got the extra seat for.
He comes to all my voiceovers, and he's 13 now, and he often just falls asleep and starts snoring under the... Oh, he's lovely.
Does he go in the booth with you?
Yes, he does.
But he was
very
pretty
well
quiet.
behaved.
He was pretty quiet in our session.
Yeah.
Do you get, I'm not calling this eccentric, I absolutely wouldn't do that, but do you get much eccentric behaviour when you get a voiceover coming in?
Sometimes.
A loud, snoring, farting dog with...
Bob didn't fart.
Oh, okay,
he's got decorum.
Yeah.
This has gone way off track very quickly, I'll be honest.
Well, yeah, we have. I won't name them, but we had... No.
We're all friends here.
No, I'll give you his initials, TH. Anyway, he was in one of the Batman movies. We got him in once, and...
Well done for keeping
wait.
I just saw a lawyer run out of the room.
Yeah, and he didn't like being looked at during the session, so he asked for the lights to be dimmed in the control room. That's quite eccentric, I think.
Clem Fandango. That's
Wow.
There we go. But yeah, that's rare.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. So how did you find Diane was the right voice for this? What were you looking for when you put this together?
Well, she wasn't our first choice. I wanted to voice the campaign, but I was told...
You wanted Tom Hardy first?
Well, hey, I never said that.
I'm not connecting.
Hey.
I'm not connecting anything.
Tom Hardy, right?
Hey, this has been recorded, hey.
Or Tom Hiddleston, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
was it Hiddleston?
Tom Holland. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, there's loads of them, isn't there?
There's a lot, yeah. Tom Hanks. We could go.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Hanks would never be bad, would he?
No.
It's not possible.
He's the voice of Toy Story. Well, one of the characters. Anyway.
Why did you choose
Why
me?
do I choose you? Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. We wanted you because the whole idea was about humorous reflections on everyday slices of life. And also, we wanted someone that would resonate with not only our core audience, you lovely people here, but the wider British public. And also, dare I say, it feels a bit odd talking about you while you're saying
I know.
But as soon as you hear Diane's voice, it's recognisable.
Yeah.
And as soon as you hear it, you know the next thing that's going to come out of her mouth is probably going to be pretty funny. So
No pressure.
Yeah.
And Diane, do you mess around with the script? Do you come up with ideas? Because
Sometimes, if they let you. But this was a funny advert, so I didn't have to do anything. It was great. It's nice. It's rare that you get one that's like really super funny.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Well done, Sean. Well done.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I didn't write it. But yeah, thank you. I'll take the praise as the voice of Radioville. Yeah.
And obviously, radio ads. I mean, I work on the radio. I hear a lot of radio ads, and the ones that are good are often funny, right? Humour is really important. What is it about humour that is so important in those ads, and how do you get the humour past the client, which is often a tricky thing?
I think humour tends to work in advertising because it makes people feel good. People like to smile, and I think once they're smiling and they're feeling good, they drop their guard and perhaps they're more receptive to messaging. I think it was at a Radiocentre conference once, I heard a quote which was something like, humour gets in under the door while seriousness is still fumbling with the handle. And I think that's why it works in advertising. Yeah.
Diane, you got in under the door. That's
Yeah.
Diane, let's talk about what you're up to at the moment. The new series of Mandy, congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy with how it's gone?
No.
Brilliant, yeah.
No, it's gone very well.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It went better than the last series, weirdly.
Good.
Maybe thanks to social media, because it's very clippable.
Right. Yes, that would.
Funny that, isn't it? It's
Yeah. So people, when you're getting commissioned to make things like Mandy, is part of the process people saying how clippable is it? Is that any?
No. I think it's only a thing that's just started happening in the last couple of years, really. People have talked about how clippable a programme is. Like Cunk's very clippable, and it spreads. Once people see a little clip, they think, oh, maybe I'll watch the entire show. And if it's not clippable, they don't watch it.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So annoying. So talking of Cunk, is there more Cunk on the way? What's going on?
There might be.
Oh, come on.
Not allowed to say.
Right. You're really not allowed to say?
No.
Okay. Is Tom Hardy involved? Philomena Cunk, Liz in Motherland, Mandy, obviously. The one sort of consistent thing is kind of the deadpan delivery. Do you ever want to break out of that and do something completely different, or do you just enjoy leaning into that and having fun within that?
I think I've just naturally got a face that looks quite miserable in repose, so it's quite useful. And it's quite funny. Just fun. Things are funnier, I think, if they're just delivered completely straight and slightly miserably.
but I suppose that's what you did with this commercial as well, right? And obviously, you write loads of your own stuff. Is it refreshing when you sit down to do a radio ad and go, oh, great, this is just good. I don't need to add to this.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's nice. And it's quite rare, sadly.
Tell us then, Sean, when you're putting this radio ad together and you're doing that script and Diane's going to come and do it, do you adjust the script to Diane? Do you kind of meet her voice?
Slightly, but it was kind of written with a deadpan delivery in mind. And it was written as a slightly humorous, slightly sarcastic observation on life, which Diane does so well. So we didn't really need... We tweaked a little bit. One of the things that we did was we took out some of the copy, some of the words in it, to give it a bit more space. So that
because I'm quite slow, aren't I?
Well, no, I wasn't going to say that.
Surprisingly.
Well, you needed space to
perform.
Yes,
exactly.
Do you ever get asked to do T's and C's?
Yeah, I do T's and C's.
Just bang
I don't mind
quick?
a T's and C.
But did you bang them out quick? Or did you do
You meant to. That's the whole point of T's and C's.
Yeah.
You do them quick.
Speak quickly. It's fine.
Yeah. People often get me in because they go, oh, we got you in because we like your deadpan, miserable thing. And then they get me in to do it, and then they go, can you make it a bit more energetic?
Yeah.
That does my head in.
But what do you do in that situation when you've got the paymaster sitting next
Well,
to you?
then I do the voice I can, which is what they want.
Yeah.
Bananas down 40p. I'll do that, you know.
And then they go, can you go back to the miserable thing, please?
No, they like that.
So I'm sure you get asked to do lots of ad campaigns. Is there a dream ad campaign you'd love to do? Is there someone you'd love to work for? Maybe there's loads of advertisers.
I'd like to be the face of asbestos.
Great future.
No, I don't have a dream ad campaign.
Fine, I'll say no to that one. Fine. Okay. So you've got a new comedy series coming out on BBC One. It's about AI, apparently. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah. So it's set a few years in the future, only a few, like 5 years in the future. And now the elderly have droids looking after them. If they don't have children, to stop them going into an old people's home, you can have a droid, a robot carer. Yeah. So I play the robot carer to Sue Johnston.
Nice.
It's the dream. Carry her upstairs. Yeah.
When's this coming out?
I don't know. We film it in October, so it'll be next year.
Right. Okay. So it's AI. Are we the first people to mention AI today, or not? Are we allowed to mention? Is AI a big taboo? How are you feeling about the AI situation? Obviously, if it's someone carrying you up to bed, then that's fine.
Yeah,
right?
I'm all up for it.
Yeah.
Depends on what AI is doing, I suppose. Does it tickle? Some of the AI tickle. Well, it is what it is. We don't really use it that much in terms of the creative process. We use it to streamline some of the admin that we do within the agency, but we don't use ChatGPT to write our copy. Is that what you were getting at?
No.
That's what you were angling at.
No, I'm not. I'm interested to know, because obviously, ChatGPT is the first thing you think of, but then also there's AI that can just come up with general ideas and be creative and stuff like that, which I find terrifying as a creative person. But it's there, and it's a shortcut that people are starting to use. Sadly, I think.
Yeah.
But not for you.
No, not just yet.
They might replace the voices, mightn't they?
Yeah, that is.
Someone sent me a little clip of my voice AI'd.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
And did it sound authentic?
Certain bits did, and then other bits were like
A bit
wrong.
glitchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as AI is still a bit shit,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Still in work.
then we're fine.
Yeah.
I can still sell asbestos.
Asbestos is the perfect one. Sean, we touched on this a bit earlier with the unnamed celebrity. You're working with loads of different voices all the time. What is the best kind of voice to get in? Who's the person who's easiest to work with straight away?
Well, it depends on the brief, I think. Someone who's not unpleasant to work with is always a bonus, but casting the voice is born out of the brand's voice, the creative idea, and depending, because broadly speaking, in my view, when it comes to making creatively engaging radio commercials, there's, broadly speaking, 4 main things. So it's either technically impressive, like really nice sound design and sound effects, clever writing, surprising, like there's a twist or something unexpected happens, or humor. And then there's normally one or a combination of those 4 things, I think. And then within each of those categories, there's loads of little different things you can do, and one of which is casting a voice that fits one of those kind of broad categories, I suppose. So I don't think there's any one solution to finding the right voice. I think it depends on the brand and the creative treatment, I think.
And it can still be a really rewarding creative experience. You can still discuss. You've done it, as you were telling me in the green room just now. You've done it for a while.
Yep.
Not gonna,
Yeah.
But you still find new, refreshing ways of doing it, right? It's still a kind of a rewarding creative experience.
Yeah. I think it starts with the brief. A good brief is what leads to good work.
Yeah.
And this is why this was such a fun campaign to work on, because the brief was quite simple.
Yeah.
Bring advertising amplified to life, and there's loads of different ways we could have done it, and we went down the route that we did. But yeah, as long as the client and the brand is open to the idea of not needing to fill, if it's a 30-second spot, not needing to fill it wall to wall with voice, and shoehorning every possible reason to believe into one commercial, and then the end product is just a wall of noise. I think it starts there, perhaps, and then with that space, you're able to do nicer things. And one of the things that I loved about the brief that we got from the Radiocentre was, there's loads of different reasons to believe that we could have put in any one commercial, but we separated them out, so that we had space for Diane's awesomeness to shine through.
So Diane, when you were asked to do this, when you started doing voiceovers, was that always something that you were sort of keen to get towards when you started out doing comedy? When you were first out there doing live stuff, what was it you wanted to do? What was the dream ticket? Because you've done all of the best things, right? You've done so much good stuff.
I sort of wanted to do a bit of everything, really. I wanted to do a bit of sitcom. I wanted to do sort of different styles of things. Like Mandy's very stupid, and they don't really do that kind of stupidity much anymore. Like they used to when I was growing up. You'd have, the young ones and things that didn't have a point. It was just stupid, and I quite like the idea of that because I'd done Motherland, which was a great sitcom.
Yeah.
But Mandy's very different and Cunk's very different. I like to play sort of like different characters, different miserable people.
But that's the interesting thing about the stupidity and finding that. Hang on 1 second.
Ooh.
Action!
Fuck. Are these questions? All right. Okay. Good. That was smooth. Yeah, thanks, man. Is this mine now? Do I get to keep this? So this is from Anonymous. Tom Hardy. How far away? I suppose we'll point this at Sean first of all. How far away are we from AI being able to replicate a Diane Morgan sound-alike voice? And what are the commercial implications for using AI-generated voices?
Well, the one you heard was pretty rubbish, wasn't it? So I think.
But maybe that's because I was listening to it and I know what my voice sounds like.
Yeah.
To someone else, they might go, "Yeah, that's pretty accurate."
Pretty close. I think the technology is getting better, and if you feed it a sample of someone's voice, it's now quite easy to come out with something that sounds just like that voice. But it can't replace, I don't think, performance. There's certain unnatural pauses that you might put in a performance that add something to it that I don't think AI would do.
Yeah, and I don't think AI is very good at comedy. It can do basic jokes like a puzzle, but it can't do that kind of, the subtle human thing.
It's because it hasn't experienced real pain. It's got to experience pain before it can learn how to do comedy, right?
Is that why?
That's my theory on it.
Okay.
You've got to have,
Stick with that, Tom.
You've got to have that deep damage to become a comedian.
Yeah.
James from Rocket has got a question. How much does Diane have to believe in a brand for her to lend her voice to a campaign?
I said I'd do asbestos.
And you do. It's just a great insulator. People don't realise.
No, I wouldn't do something that I thought was, terrible.
Have you turned stuff down for...
Yeah, lots.
Well, can you say, ooh, who have you turned down?
No, I'm not saying.
Oh, boo.
What's more likely a reason for you to turn something down? Ethical or just because it's a bit naff?
More ethical, yeah. I think because I'm big kind of like, big into my animal charities. Oh, sorry about that. So I wouldn't do anything that was, because I'm vegan and stuff like that. So I have to kind of align with those sort of things. Otherwise, I seem like a hypocrite.
Yeah. Another anonymous text. How valuable is it to have consistent, recognisable talent representing a brand over time? These are good questions, much better than mine. Sean.
I think it's incredibly important. In the same way that you don't change your logo every 5 minutes, I think it's important to have consistency with your wider sonic identity. So that might be the music, the voice you use, the tone of voice. Yeah, I think we can, as brands and people that work in the industry, get bored with our own stuff sooner than the wider public does. So I think it pays to be consistent. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's Sean's way of asking, are you happy to come back and do more Radiocentre ads?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, good. That's the confirmation she's keen to do it. Okay, good. That's all we've got time for. Sean and Diane, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.